Oh, 75 cents that first go around, dude. Let's get it together out there. Yeah, guys, head on back to staging if you're not there already. First go rounds will be going down here in just a minute. Yeah, it looks like Moto 1. 6 and under local open, getting locked and loaded up there. Guys, thanks again for coming out tonight, being a part of our Friday night lights race out here under the lights. We might actually run late enough where we can use the lights tonight for the first time this summer. That'll be nice. Those are always my favorite races back in the day, under the lights. All right, Nelly B's got them locked and loaded. First go rounds, big thumbs up, and here we go. Yeah, gate comes crashing down. We're rolling out there. 6 and under local open on the track right now. Embry, Crocker, and Nitro Newton. Bar to bar on that first straightaway with Nitro and Carson. Headed on into that first turn. That's got to be prime time. Embry out front right now. Yeah, buddy. Total points action here in 6 and under local open. Prime time's got it going on out front right now. 132. Oh, look out, the 117 and the inside takes it away. Yeah, guys, you know the first thing I think about seeing a class like this on the track right now, Nick, you have been racing since that age. Probably pretty close. 7 years old is when the captain started racing, y'all. So not much older than this. 6 and under local open coming back this way. 92 bike in there with a low point prime time style. How about Nitro Newton locking in that too? Carson Crocker doing a little sign language. He's going to lock down the 3 spot in Moto 1. Moto 2 out there, 9-10 local open. Lee, Gustafson, Teague, and Dempsey. Single file style. There you go. You know who it is. Textbook Teague out there in the 13 bike. He'll take the one and only out of Moto 2. 3 on the track right now. 13-14 local open. Nayland, Michelson, Lane, Nelson, Whitaker, and Stewart. Oh, yeah, 22 bike coming around that 2-turn. That's got to be Nayland out there. Nayland taking one more with him as we head down that 3 straightaway. Rocket Ray on the move. Coming down that back straight. Nayland, Stewart. They got a battle going on for the bragging rights. They're both in there. Yeah, coming on back this way, Stewart and Nayland taking those 2 qualifying spots out of Moto number 3. 4 out there, 11-12 girls cruiser. Geiger Tingham got the Star, Sunflower, and Ensley Michelson out there. It's got to be Geiger Tingham, 188 bike up front right now, heading down that 3 straightaway. It's Geiger Tingham on the top spot, Midwest Militia style. Yeah, oh, got a little company coming on the top spot here. Yeah, one-way colors charging hard. That's a 2 bike out there. Sunflower trying to take it away, but the 188 bike, Geiger Tingham, taking that one and only out of Moto 4. 5 out there, 41-45 women's cruiser, Melton Whidbey and Julian O'Malley showing up. Liberty BMX colors all the way here from the East Moline crew. Yeah, heading down that 3 straightaway. She's checking way out there. Yeah, guys, National 76 bike coming back this way. I think that's got to be Melton and Whidbey. Got a good battle going on there, Kegel's Bike Shop style. If you guys didn't see, I know Oliver Bungie went out and raced the Fairgrounds race in East Moline. That looked like a pretty rad event. So, yeah, Melton coming on through. Whidbey's going to get the 3. O'Malley got the 1 spot out there out of Moto 5. 15 cruiser out there, Bungie, Michelson, Williams. Yeah, coming back this way, Bungie. He's going to come on through with that low point. Good battle going on here for 2 and 3. The 8 bike going to slide on through Michelson with Williams taking the 3 out there in Moto 6. Moto 7 out there, 51-55. Cruiser, Barnes, Bertram Jr., Pulaski. Got the Mangler and the Mini Mangler in this one. Something sorted out up there. Looks like a little gate issue. Might be doing a little ram swap up there. We'll see what's going on here for a second. Sit tight, everybody. We'll be right back. Good time to run down to concessions, get you something. Sometimes you got to swap the old ram, Willie. I don't think we've done it all season. I think we did it last season. Now's a great time to get the announcer a track pretzel, somebody out there. Don't all run at once. Jeez. Yeah. Where's Alyssa? Where's Alyssa at? Yeah, don't go running. Jeez. Takes a lot of calories up here to announce BMX races, okay? I'm just looking to replenish to give you guys a better experience. That's all it is, you know. What's that? Cheese? Yeah. Yeah, cheese also. Yeah, I'll take some of that. If we got a kid out there that doesn't have to race, I got $10 in it for you. Now everybody comes running. Yeah, there's cash involved. Whole nother situation. All right, looks like the backup ram's in full effect. The master ram's got a lot of miles on it. It was probably about time for a backup swap. All right, gates back up. We're going to get rolling again here. 51-55, Cruiser locked and loaded. Barnes, Bertram Jr., Pulaski, and the Andrewses. All right, gate comes crashing down. No Pulaski in this one. Mangler, yeah, he's got that early horsepower down the first straightaway, heading on into Bermzilla. We got the Mangler and the Mini Mangler out there, 1 and 2, coming on that 2 straightaway. Yeah, buddy. That's one of those crazy moments where you realize you're watching George Andrews' kid race George Andrews on the track right now. OD, did you ever think it'd see the day? George and George Jr., did you ever think? No way. Who would have thunk? George Sr. coming on back this way. He's going to move on through with George Jr. out there. I'm excited to announce OD numero dos coming up here. It's going to be a couple more years, but I'm excited. OD, I'll be in the tower calling it. You know I will. 6 novice out there, Moto 8, Scuduto, Anderson, Reagan. Oh, Scuduto's got the early pull out there with a hole shot. Oh, Kegel's Bike Shop style coming on that 2 straightaway. It's got to be Scuduto out there. Guys, if you want to know what 110% looks like, that right there. Kegel's Bike Shop. 110% going down that 3 straightaway. Look at this lead out there. Yeah, it's got to be Jude the Dude in the 2 spots. Gemma Reagan out there on the 3 as we head in and out of that final turn. Yeah. Paul Holloway, Scuduto on the top spot. The Heart of the Rock coming back this way. Look at this lead. Gets it by straightaway out there. Yeah, nice job, Holloway. That was absolute max effort out there. Man, I'm telling you what. Yeah, coming on back this way, that's got to be Gemma Reagan. Going to lock up the 2. She's got a big old smile to go on top of it. Jude the Dude, he'll get a 3 out there out of moto number 8. 9 on the track right now, 7 novice Green, Noble, Hillier, Raddick, and Leonardo Green. Coming on back this way, looking like the 245's in there. It's going to be Joshua Hillier, followed by, oh, the 8-bike almost had it. Yeah, the 630, I think Judah Green got it. Close call. You got to stay on that gas pedal. You guys know how it is. 9 novice out there, Moto 10, King, Crane, Lovett, Crocker, and Johnson. Heading down that 3 straightaway into the final turn. That's got to be Kellyanna King, 43 bike. Yeah, Kellyanna King out front right now. Coming down that back straightaway. Looking at 2 here, top 2 moving on. Of all the people to bring me a track pretzel, hey, you know what? I told you there's $10 in this for you. You got to split it up with Lightning Lily, okay? Hey, Aaron Outson, need you in the gate, buddy. Aaron Outson. Hey, $10. I don't need any change, but I need a white monster, okay? I need 2 tonight. A lot of action. All right, split it up amongst the 2 of yous. Yeah, coming on back this way. Looking like the 68 bikes in there. That's Malaya Kiltz, followed by just her, taking 1 and 1 only out there. Malaya Kiltz. Moving on to Moto 11. I'd get down with that. All right, Outson's a no-show. So we got a one-on-one battle here with Huntley and Raddick. Yeah, it's got to be Davion Huntley, 235 bike out there. He's got the whole shot going on. We're getting that Downrider checked out. Downrider's back up, guys. You want to make a little noise out there? I know they appreciate it. I've been in that spot. It's nice knowing you got people to support you and take care of you out there. Yeah, coming on that back straightaway, still Huntley. Davion Huntley in the top spot, Ruby Raddick. Looks like that's how it's going to go, 1 and 2 for Huntley and Raddick out of moto number 12. 13 out there, 17-20 novice, Russell, Newton, Driscoll, and Lucci. Yeah, Fly Zone colors out front right now as we head down that 2 straightaway. That's got to be Newton out there, 176 bike. Newton's got it going on. That's what we're looking at. Top rider moving on to that main event. And right now it's all Matt Newton on the 176 bike. Heading down the Rock Nest Monster, that 3rd straightaway into the final turn. Yeah, coming back this way, Fly Zone style in the top spot. 176 bike, a Matt Newton cruising on through. Ooh, close battle there. 265 is right in his hip pocket, Trace Lucci. Moving on, 3640 novice, 14 out there, Warmoth, Beard, and Whidbey. Kegel's Bike Shop style on the top spot. That's got to be Stephanie Whidbey up front right now, coming on that back straightaway. Yeah, guys, I encourage you all, look into Scouting America, guys, if you've never heard of it. If you've never heard about the Scouts or what they are, I'm sure you've seen Scouting at some point in your life. We all have. Really easy to get involved, and that's not just as a scout, but also a leader and volunteer. So real easy to get involved, guys. Check them out online, scoutingamerica.com. Of course, we got troops all over the Rockford region, real easy to get involved with the scouting program. And again, Alice and Aaron Roby are down there. If you have any questions or want to get involved, they're the ones to talk to, guys. 6 in or 15 out there, Crocker, Newton, Mack, Embry, and Vians. Yeah, that's got to be Prime Time doing what Prime Time does. 92 bike out front right now. He's got company coming. Oh, look out, 117. Nitro Newton giving him a run. Nitro in there. with Primetime Embry. Both riders moving on at a Moto 15. Yeah, buddy. 16 out there, 7 inner. Smith, Mack, Fisher, and Tingham. Coming on back this way, that's got to be one rider moving on to that main event. 120 bike, Cash Money Tingham. Moving on a Moto 16. 17 out there, 8 inner. Bross, Wynn, Newton, Patrick III, Hernandez. And Kavari Lee, first intermediate race ever out there for Kavari Lee. Right in the mix, right on the top spot up there. Lee sitting 2, coming on that back straightaway. Lee giving it a run. Oh, here we go. Top 2 moving on. Let's see what goes down here. Kavari Lee, 6:23, coming on through with the 18. That's Kavari Lee's first race. Might be looking at a win. First intermediate race, y'all. Whew. Hey, that downed rider from earlier got back to the pedals. He's going to pedal it out here. You got company coming, though. Head over to the side of the track. Company coming. Oh, buddy. It's got to be A.J. Dempsey coming on through in the 45. He's going to hold on to it out there. 45 bike on a Moto 18, taking that one and only. 298 bike back up, crossing the line. Nice job getting back to the pedals out there. 10 inner, 19, James, Barnes, Zimmerman, Gustafson, Simmons, and Roby. Top 2 moving on. Battle's going to be for that second qualifying spot. You got Maven the Raven eyeing it up there in the 3 spot. Coming on back this way, the Hunter Tarn James is in there with a low point, or I'm sorry, the first to 286 bike of Gus the Bus in there out of Moto 19. 20 on the track right now, 11 inner, Hayward, Whitaker, Teague, and Kadia. Yeah, it's got to be the 13 bike. Textbook Teague out there in the top spot as we head out of that final turn. Textbook Teague coming on back this way, boosted BMX colors. As we cross the line and head back to the stripe, 13 bike of Teague's going to take that one and only out of Moto 20. 21 out there, 14 inner, Nelson, Hayward, Zimmerman, Geiger, and Swain. It's got to be more. Kegel's Bike Shop colors out front right now. Kegel's riders showing up tonight. That's Zimmerman. 115 bike, Cam Jam out front right now. We got Midwest Militia colors out there in the 2 spot. Yeah, I think that's Sassy Pants Swain. 21 bike. Coming on that back straightaway, top 2 moving on. Bird flying at rider level. That was pretty wild. 115 and the 21 coming on through. 22 out there, 17, 20 inner. Phelps, Chesser, Roby, Scaduto, Russell, and Fennessy. Carmelo Phelps on the move. I think we called it. This guy was one of the most improved riders last year. Well, proof's in the pudding right there. Phelps out front right now. We're taking 2. One more spot up for grabs. Here comes Roby charging hard, coming back this way. G-Force Roby in the 28 bike going to take that second qualifying spot out of 22. 23 out there, 26-35 inner, Arrington, Galida, and Kiltz. Double G's in the house. Shout out to Waukegan BMX. Garrett Galida in the house repping the elf colors. He's elf red tonight. Coming on that back straightaway. That's got to be Arrington in the 2 spot. That's Michael Kiltz out there going for the low point. Arrington will get a 2. Galida with the factory red elf kit tonight. He forgot his jersey and pants, so he's red elf tonight. 51-55 inner out there. Probelski, Barnes, Melton, Bertram Jr., and Pulaski. 87 bike out front right now. Around that tower turn we go. Yeah, that's got to be the candy man. JT Barnes out front right now, coming down that 3 straightaway. Barnes got it going on. Oh, Barnes riding that low line in turn 3. He's got Bertram Jr. right there, doing a little shopping in the 2 spot. But we're looking at 2, top 2 moving on. So what you see is what you'll get out there. Bertram Jr. moving on through with the candy man. JT Barnes. 25 out there, 12 Expert Williams, Wick, and Parker Williams. That's got to be the Viper out front right now. Zayden Williams out there in the 2 spot. Wildman Wick out there sitting 3. Total points action. I think that's how it'll finish up here in Moto 25. Yeah, the Viper, Parker Williams, 36 bike coming on through out of Moto 25. 26 out there, 13 Expert Stewart, Lane, Hernandez, and Nalen. 7 bike out there, Rocket Ray on the top spot. Factory Mangler colors. He's got it going on down that 3rd straightaway. 2 of them?
Yeah.
What, are you trying to kill me?
No.
Holy smokes.
Here you go.
Did I ask for 2 of them?
No.
Well, I better drink them both since they're up here. Did you guys get yourself something?
Nope.
You didn't get yourself anything? Rocket Ray coming on through. We'll take that one and only. You guys got to get yourself a snackaroo. I got a buck. Okay, I got $100 bill. Okay.
Uh-oh. You're playing with fire.
Let's do the right thing. Okay. Take that and go to concessions. Have a good eat. Okay. Stephanie's got 5 for you. Give me that 100 back. Give me that 100 back. Stephanie, owe you 5. 2 bike coming on through. It's got to be Caleb Dahl. Oh, look at you guys. You're the best. You guys are the best. Steph, I owe you 5 bones. Man, what was I thinking? I was going to give Wrath a $100 bill. That you would have never saw her again. You would have saw Mom and Dad's car going sideways off into the distance. 1720 Expert coming on through 4 bike. Chase Dahl's going to get the low point out there. 32 bike of Arrington will take a 2, and Zachary Moore will take a 3 out there out of Moto 28. $41.45. Poor Tom Fennessy. Foster coming on through. He's going to get the low point. Yeah, looking like Zimmerman with a 2, and poor Fennessy out there. Tom, sorry, man. That's a rough one. That's a rough one tonight. Fennessy's going to get a 3 out there out of Moto 29. Yeah, great. Let's hear for Tom Fennessy tonight. He's got to race Aaron Foster and Kyle Zimmerman. Come on. Come on. All right, that brings us to our balance bikes. Got Colton Engelhardt, Bailey Moore, Max Wynn, and Cameron Johnson, getting them locked and loaded up there. Gate comes crashing down. Strider rides on the track right now. Paddle battle out there with Engelhardt, Moore, Wynn, and Johnson coming down that first straightaway. Let's see who's got the whole shot going on here as we head on into Bermzilla. Well, yeah. I think that's Max Wynn out there. Ben, is Max hitting the pedals yet at home? Is he trying out? It's not long for him. The Wynn family's got BMX in their DNA out there. Wynn out front. Yeah, 579 bike. It's Bailey Moore on the 2 spot out there. 737's coming this way. Look out. Cameron Johnson. What's up, Laser? 578 bike. That's got to be Colton Engelhardt heading around that 2-turn and down that 3rd straightaway. Rock Nest monster out there. Yeah, the first place rider checking way out there. Maximilian. Max to the extreme. He's gone. Yeah, looking like Max Wynn coming on back this way. A little smile to go on top. And Wynn in there. I got Midwest Militia colors coming back this way. 579 bike. That's Bailey Moore. Yeah, 579 coming on through. Bailey Moore in there. Nice job, Bailey. We got Colton Engelhardt, Cameron Johnson getting up and over. Yeah, it's got to be the 737 bike. Cameron Johnson coming on through. Nice job, Cam. That's got to be the 578 bike. Colton Engelhardt. Whoa, little speed wobbles. He's flying out there. He saved it, though. He's going to power on through. And great job, all of our Strider riders, as always. Great job, guys. Hey, second go-rounds. Head on up to staging. Second go-rounds of the Pump Race Pro-Am. Head on up. And, guys, second go-rounds of the Pump Race. We'll let you come down to the infield and watch, guys. If you want to watch before you get in the chutes for your racing, come on down to the infield.
Mike Whidbey, I see you out there. You got to come up here and pump up the pump riders. I'm missing a few back here. Well, Mira's ready. How about you?
Huh?
You ready?
Yeah.
Yes. 5 total, 4 to the main. 5 total, 4 to the main. Okay.
Hello.
All right, second go-round Pro-Am pump race. Looks like Nellie B's got them locked and loaded up there. Yeah, we're taking 4 more spots to that main event where you'll face the captain, Nick Long. Gates up, here we go. Yeah, gate comes crashing down. No pedals allowed. Pump race. Oh, no! The Viper's down. The good news is that's Drexel Michelson's down. The good news is we got a boat ride going on right now. Allison Hayward was a no-show. So, Drexel, you're in there, man. Nice and easy. Nelson will straighten you back out nice and easy. Guys, it's a pump race. We need to pump up Drexel out there. Let's get him moving. I'm telling you, just because there's no pedaling doesn't mean we're not going 110% out there. Yeah, that's got to be Hawk Lane out there leading the charge again. Boat ride, y'all. All 4 riders going to the main event. You know what that means? That means Mira Rogers is facing the captain, Nick Long, tonight in the mains. I think she's got a chance, guys. I think she's got a fighting chance out there. 8-bike Michelson coming on back this way. So all 4 riders on the track will be headed to the show. Taryn James, Parker Williams, Carter Lane, and Mira Rogers facing the captain, Nick Long, in the main event. Man. Tell her to get some notes from her sister about the mean face. She's got to throw that mean face on. Quick. Yeah, 14 and over, pump race, gates down, 4 riders qualifying out here, and we're 5 wide down the Rockford drop. Oh, here we go. Squirrely Willie was supposed to shave off the mullet for the wind drag tonight. He did not, but he's got a good run going. Yeah, really weird maneuver in turn 1 for him, though. Coming down that 2 straightaway. Roby sitting on the bubble on the 4 spot. Russell right there. Coming down that 3 straightaway, the Rocknest. Russell trying to get back in the mix here. So we head down that back straightaway again. Top 4 moving on. Roby closing the door up tight. Coming back this way. 15 of Suitors in there. The 2 of Dolls in there. Squirrely Willie's in there. And Roby getting it done. Yeah. Shout out to the Scouts. Roby taking that 4th spot. Those top 4 riders filling up that gate 7 wide to face the captain come main event time. Yeah, buddy. Willie, I got my 75 cents back second go around. Nice job. I saw that pumping maneuver in turn 1. That was something. Squirrely Willie, his strategy for tonight, he had a giant bean and cheese burrito before the races started. And he's letting out little vapor trails out there. He's trying to increase his odds. You got to get out front. You got to get out front. If you can get out front, the rest will sort itself out. All right, second go-rounds, guys. If you're not up there now, head on up to staging. Second go-rounds going down here.
I don't know because he's in the truck and he can drive. Like, he made it or not?
All right, Nelly B, big thumbs up. We're ready to go with second go-rounds. Locked and loaded right now, Moto 1. 6 and under local open. Here we go. Yeah, gates down. We're rolling out there. Embry, Newton, and Crocker. Nitro Newton has got prime time in his sights. Heading down that first straightaway. Nitro trying to get in the mix. Right now, it's prime time Embry. Embry's got a bit of a winning streak going on out there, I believe, too. This guy has been tearing it up out there lately. Yeah, 92 bike. Prime time out front right now. Nitro Newton out there in the 2 spot. It's going to be Carson Crocker on the 3. So we head down that 3 straightaway. Nitro's going to try to get him by the line. Getting awfully close, too. Right now, it's all prime time, Embry, in and out of that final turn. Look at Nitro. Nitro doing a little shopping out there, trying to tie it up here. Nitro's got a good run going here. Heading down that back straightaway. Nitro Newton coming in hot. 117 bike. 92 is going to hold on to it. Man, he's getting closer, though. Crocker out there. You better be careful, Carson. It's a prime time. I'll take the low point. Nitro with the 2 out there out of Moto 1. 2 on the track right now, 910 local open coming back this way. Top 2 moving on. 86 bike in there with a 45. Gustafson and Dempsey both moving on out of Moto 2. 3 on the track, 13-14 local open. Michelson, Lane, Nelson, and Whitaker. In and out of that final turn, coming on that back straightaway. I think that's Hawk Lane. Hawk Lane in the top spot. He's going to move it on through. Top 3 moving on. We got Nelson on the B bike, and the state 2, that's got to be Corbin Whitaker moving on a Moto 3. Yeah, Moto 4, got a good battle going on up front here in 11-12 girls cruiser. Henderson, Michelson. Yeah, it's got to be the Star, Sunflower, and Michelson out there battling in and out of that final turn we go. Headed down the back straightaway. Not a total points race out there. Top two are moving on. So we bring it on home. That's got to be the 1 and the 2 moving on. That's got to be the Star and Sunflower. Michelson right there in that 3 spot, though. 41-45 on the track right now, Moto 5. Got O'Malley out there in the top spot, Melton on the 2, Whidbey on the 3s that we had first go-around. Got a little repeat going on here, second go-around as we head out of that final turn. Yeah, O'Malley, National 76 bike, Liberty BMX colors out there. She's going to bring it on through for the low point. Yeah, it's got to be Melton in the 2, Whidbey in the 3, Kegel's Bike Shop style out of motor number 5. 6 out there, 15 cruiser. Should have Bungie, Michelson, and Williams coming down that 3 straightaway. Bungie out front right now, Kegel's Bike Shop colors. As we bring it on back this way, Bungie, he's going to bring it on through. He's going to case that table, and I'm going to make sure he knows he cased it too. It made me twitch up here. It was so loud. Michelson's going to get a 2. Williams is going to get a 3. And Bungie is going to get roasted for that case over the tabletop. That's how it goes. His dad would have done the same thing. The case, I meant, not the roast. He would have done that too. 51-55 out there, Moto 7. We're going to add Pulaski. Nope, no Pulaski. Bertram Jr. and Candyman Barnes moving on through. Both qualifying out to that main event there in 51-55 Cruiser. All right, 6 novice. Looks like Nellie B getting them sorted out up there. We got Jude the Dude. There he is. Just like that. He pops right up there. Jude the Dude. 6 novice, total points action. First go around, Scuduto got the low point. Reagan got a 2. Anderson got a 3. And here we go. Gate comes crashing down, and we're rolling out there. All Scuduto. Yeah, charging hard on the Rockford drop. That's got to be Jude the Dude out there on the inside, heading into Bermzilla. Scuduto moving on to that first turn. Elbows out just like that. Yeah, Scuduto out front right now. Coming down that 2 straightaway. Yeah, Scuduto out front right now, trying to check out right now in 6 novice. Yeah. It's got to be Jude the Dude out there in the 2 spot, and that's got to be Gemma Reagan out there in the 3. Where are you guys at for Holloway Scuduto? Look at this lead going on out there. Yeah, the heart of the rock out there in the top spot, Kegel's Bike Shop style. Yeah, she's coming out of that final turn and back this way. Looking for another low point. This could seal the deal on a Friday night win in 6 novice. Cross the line. Look at her go. Holloway Scuduto, 37 by coming on through. She's going to get another low point. Looks like Jude the Dude out there. He's going to tie it up. 5 points each with Reagan. All tied up, 5 points each with Anderson and Reagan on a Moto 8. 9 out there, 7 novice looking at Noble, Green, and Raddick. Heading down that 3 straightaway. That's got to be, I think it's Green out front right now. Green in the top spot. Yeah, coming on that back straightaway. A bike, that's Leonardo Green. Coming on through. Green's going to get that first of 2 out there. And that's looking like the 624. Benny the Jet Noble out there. He'll take the second qualifying spot on a Moto numero 90. Moto 10 out there, 9 novice. Crane, Levitt, Crocker, and Johnson. Yeah, coming down that 3rd straightaway. The old Rock Nest. Top 2 moving on here. Yeah, again, top 2 moving on here as we head down that back straightaway. Cross the line and to the stripe we go. The 227's in there, Luther Lovett with the 148 bike. Olivia Crane moving on. 11 novice out there, Moto 11. Westcott, Crane, and Macias. It's got to be Twisted Colors out there. Crash to Cash, Westcott. Yeah, buddy. Coming down that 3 straightaway, Twisted style here in the final turn. Taking one more with him. Top 2 moving on. Top 2 moving on. As we head down that back straightaway. Oh, yeah, it's got to be Kenzie Crane out there in the 2 spot. I think that's what we got. Westcott and Crane both moving on. And shout out to Isaac Macias, guys. You got a little noise for Isaac out there. Took that crash down first go around, and I can tell he's feeling it right now, man, in that 3 spot. But he got back out there, and that counts for a lot with me. Isaac, nice job. Nice job getting back out there, Isaac. Nice job. Yeah, it's got to be 13 novice on the track right now. Should have a one-on-one battle with Huntley and Raddick out there. Huntley, 235 bike, going to come on through with a 1. And Ruby Raddick will take a 2 out there out of motor number 12. 13 on the track right now. It's 17-20 novice. Looking at Russell, Driscoll, and Lucci. Looks like we lost one down there in that first turn. We'll get them checked out. Coming down that back straightaway, looking at 2 here, top 2 moving on. I think that's 265, Trace Lucci and Logan Driscoll both moving on a Moto 13. All right, Rockford, that's the glue down there. I know y'all got some love for Ashley Russell down there in that first straightaway. Let her hear it out there. We'll get her checked out there. Jacob Lance, he's having weird flashbacks right now Sunday. He said he saw 2 Nelson Browns Sunday, and that is terrible.
Yeah, that's too many Nelson.
That's too many Nelson Browns. I'm just kidding, Nelson. Dana Bungie is, however, not kidding. So that's too many Nelsons. Yeah, let her hear it one more time, y'all. All right, gate comes crashing now. We're back to it out there. Right. Yeah, coming down that 2 straightaway. It's got to be Whidbey out front right now. Total points action here. Whidbey in the top spot, heading down that 3 straightaway. And 2, turn 3, Whidbey on the top spot. Kegel's Bike Shop style as we head down that back straightaway. That's got to be Michael Beard out there in the 2, Warmouth on the 3. And a little repeat of first go around here in Moto 14.
So, Garrett.
Oh, really? All right. 6 in or out there right now. Moto 15, Crocker, Mack, and Vians. Man, I forgot my light-up shoes tonight. I even I planned on bringing my light-up shoes, and I forgot them tonight. Darn it. Yeah, it's got to be Midwest Militia colors out front. Carson Crocker on the move. Crocker coming down that back straightaway. That's got to be Broke Folk colors. Peaches Mac. Hurricane Josie. Oh, Hurricane Josie lost a pedal, so Peaches Mac will get that second qualifying spot on a Moto 15. She had a good look, too, just lost the pedals. 7 inner out there, Moto 16. We'll get a Fisher, Mack, and Smith. Coming down that back straightaway, 37 bike. The dude, Connor Mack, out there with a 161 bike. Bryson Smith. And moving on out of Moto 16. 17 out there, 8 intermediate. Should have Saucy Brossi Jr., Scoot Newton, Patrick III, and Hernandez. Well, Scoot Newton got some company coming. Saucy Brossi out there in the 2 spot. We're looking at the top 3. Good battle going on with these guys. Scoot Newton coming on through with Saucy Brossi Jr. in the 165. Patrick III. I will tell you this, when Conrad Newton's not at Rockford BMX, this place does not feel the same. So Conrad Nitro, and when Aubrey races, you get everybody racing out there. Man, I tell you what, the place just doesn't get any better than that. Nice job. That's our track champ out there. 13 coming on back, 95 bike. Moving on through Michelson and Chucky Moore moving on out of Moto 18. 19 out there, 10 inner. Barnes, Zimmerman, Simmons, and Roby. Maven the Raven. Caw-caw! Best Raven I got. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. What does a Raven make? What sound does a Raven make, anyways? Scouts? You guys should probably know. Maven the Raven coming on through 33 and the 175. Caw-caw! That's definitely not the sound a Raven makes either. As always, apologies for that. John, don't get down, man. If you gave it 100%, that's all that matters. State 2, Corbin Whitaker coming on through with a 105 by Peyton Cadilla moving on out of Moto 20. Peyton Cadilla, a.k.a. the Italian Stallion. He told me to make sure I said his nickname tonight. There it is, the Italian Stallion. 14 inner out there, Moto 21, Nelson, Hayward, Geiger. Yeah, it's got to be Nelson charging hard down that back straightaway. Top 2 moving on. Battle's going to be for the second qualifying spot. Yeah, 86 bike coming on back this way. 26 gave it a good hustle, but Geiger not quite enough. Hayward's going to take that second qualifying spot there on a Moto 21. Yeah, Moto 22 out there, 17-20 inner. Should have Chester, Scuduto, Russell, and Fennessy. Yeah, it's got to be Speed Queen colors coming on back this way with a 67 bike and the 126. Fennessy and Russell moving on with Scuduto out of 22. 23 out there, 26-35 inner. Should have Kiltz, Arrington, Galida. Oh, yeah, coming on that back straight away. Kiltz got the low point first go around. Here comes Arrington. Arrington's got a good run. Kiltz, got a little sideways, 679. A Kiltz will hold on to it. Arrington with a 2. Galida with a 3 out there at a Moto 23. 24, 51, 55 inner. Probelski, Melton, and Pulaski out there. That's got to be the 113 bike. Probelski in the top spot. Yeah, coming on that 3 straightaway. Pulaski, now he's out there. Oh, no, Probelski going down. Oh, no. Had the lead going on. Tough break. Scott Probelski had the lead going on there. Oh, man, all the way down from Madtown, too. So it looks like back straight Pulaski and Melton both moving on out of 24. 25, 12 expert. Williams and Wick. Man. Probelski's going again, guys. You got a little noise for Scott Probelski out there all the way down from Wisconsin tonight. Had the transfer going on, too. Tough break. 36 bike, a 68 bike. And the wild man Liam Wick taking the 3. Guys, keep an eye on the Madtown BMX page. They got a lot of movement going on up there, literally. A lot of movement going on in that new track build. So keep an eye. Madtown 2.0 coming at you soon here. 13 expert, 26 out there, Lane, Hernandez, and Nayland. That's got to be Nayland out front coming on that 3 straightaway. And Nayland on the move here as we head on into that final turn. Yeah, coming on that back straightaway. Nayland, 22, moving on through with the 23 bike. of Hernandez out of 26. 27 out there, 15 Expert, Gray, Suter, Beard. Nah, coming around that two turn on the 3 straightaway. Good battle going on up front here. Gray, Suter, and Beard. Top 2 moving on. Coming back this way. Oh, it's going to be close. 39 bike. And the 1 bike, a Beard holding on to it by an eyelash out there. $17.20 Expert out there. Dahl, Arrington, Moore. First go around, Dahl got the low point. Arrington got a 2. Moore got a 3 out there as we head in and out of that final turn. And back this way, the 4 bike of Dahl on the move right now. Dahl on the 4 bike. 51 bike taking the 2. Ooh, so Arrington and Moore will be all tied up 5 points each out there. 41-45 Expert, 29 Fennessy, Zimmerman, and Foster. First go around, Foster got the low point. Zimmerman right there in the 2 spot. Fennessy sitting 3 as we head down that 3rd straightaway. Yeah, right now it's all Foster out there. Zimmerman on the 2 and Fennessy 3. I think we're going to have a little repeat of this Kegel's Bike Shop moto, number 29. Did I see Jake Higdon out there earlier? Jake Higdon's in the house but forgot his bike. Come on, man. Come on. Sunday. Jake, you can make it up Sunday. Deal. All right, that brings us to our Strider riders on the track. We'll give them some tunes, as always. They like the tunes out there. No, yeah, Strider riders on the track right now. Paddle battle going down that first straightaway. Englehart, Moore, Wynn, and Johnson. You know who it is. Maximilian out front right now. Yeah, it's got to be Maximilian out there. 646 bike on the top spot. Wynn got it going on the front out there. I think that's got to be the 579. That's Bailey Moore in the 2 spot coming down that 2 straightaway. 737 by Cameron Johnson out there on the 3 spot. And the 578 bike out there, it's Colton Englehart around that 2 turn. Coming down that back straightaway. Yeah, 646 bike. Maximilian coming on through Wynn. He's coming on through this way. Look at the smile on Maximus. Love it every time. It never gets old. Bailey Moore, 579 bike, coming on back this way. There's Jake's flyover. Sent a flyover for the Pump Race Pro-Am. That jet is flying with no fuel tonight. Flying just Pump Race jet ride out there. No fuel. Yeah, that's got to be the 737 bike. That's got to be Cameron Johnson coming on back this way. Johnson, yeah, good battle going on. That's got to be Colton Englehart out there still battling with Johnson. Johnson's going to move it on through. Englehart moving on through. Great job. All the Strider riders going home with some hardware. Rockford BMX medals. Great job. All of our Strider riders.
Hey, buddy, look at it.
All right, guys, we're going to need some trophy card volunteers down here for the mains tonight. 4 volunteers needed at the finish line, 1 volunteer for some trophies. All right, guys, we got 1 volunteer down here. We need 3 more volunteers for trophy cards. 3 more volunteers. We need 1 volunteer to hand out some trophies, guys. We can't get started with the mains without them. Hey, Pump Race Pro-Am riders, I'd head on up to the starting hill. We'll get started here in just a second. Hey, Colin Russell, head on up. Bring your bike and your gear. Head on up to the starting hill. Colin Russell. Guys, main event's coming up here. We're going to start it out with a Pump Race Pro-Am, guys. Come on down here to the starting hill. You can line that first straight away. We'll get going with a Pump Race Pro-Am main event. We got the captain coming up, Nick Long. And I need to see Alice Roby from Scouting America, please. Alice, come on down here. Hey, Roby, where's the wife? Okay. Looking for Alice Roby. My guess is she's probably taking care of somebody else right now. We're going to call up Aaron Roby then. All right, we're going to call up Gianna Roby. Gianna, come on up here. Gianna is an Eagle Scout, Life Scout. I'm sure you all know our local rider here, Gianna Roby. So tonight's event, guys, all this was put together. We had the captain here in the house doing the captain's clinic tonight. Let's make some noise for Nick Long, everybody at the Rock tonight in the house. Training these riders, taking care of the local scene here, getting everybody trained up for those whole shot focus. I believe today was the clinic, whole shot focus. So awesome having Nick Long here, guys. We put together this kind of a creative idea doing the pump race pro-am. So we had the captain out here. We kind of ran the idea by him. And in typical Nick Long fashion, he said, absolutely, I'm here to support anything that BMX is, was, or ever will be. So again, one more time, huge round of applause for Nick Long, everybody, being in the house tonight. He's got to race 2 main events tonight, guys. And of course, the winner of each event going home with half the money, the other half, on behalf of all of us here at Rockford BMX and Nick, all the riders, got it. There she is. You know what? I'm just going to pause real quick. You know, I never have a scripted delivery of what I say. I just say how I feel. So this one, you know, is going to come from the heart. She's late getting up here because she was tending to the downed rider and taking care of somebody else. Guys, I think it's a testament. I'll let her say a couple things here real quick, but I think that's a testament to scouting and the legacy of scouting and the legacy of service and what scouting's all about. Taking care of others and making sure that we're all being educated along the way. Alice, you want to say a couple things?
Well, if you're not familiar with the scouting program, one of the things we teach is first aid, which comes in handy sometimes. We teach leadership skills. We teach life skills. We just try to help kids become the best possible version of themselves. A lot like what goes on at this track, but with slightly more camping.
Well,
slightly more. So, we are so grateful for all of your support and all of your help as we try to serve the young people of this region with the best possible programs that we can give to them. So thank you all from the bottom of our hearts. And we brought, just as a little token of our thanks for Nick, we have a patch for him. Oh. We have a patch to thank you from the Scouts for all of your help and support. We just finished our Dinos Day Camp and wanted you to have some of the fun.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, buddy. You got to embroider that now on the jersey. That's a big deal, Nick. That's a big deal. And guys, check it out. Scouting America throwing down. Rockford BMX has donated half of the proceeds for tonight's race. The captain is throwing in an extra $200 into that envelope, and Jake has thrown in some additional money in that envelope as well. So, guys, one more time, not only for Scouting America, let's give it up for the captain, Nick Long. Let's make some noise, y'all. Alice, on behalf of Nick, Rockford BMX, and our riders in the main tonight, we'd like to present that to you and thank you for everything you do, not only for the Scouts, but for all of us here at the Rock. I can say your husband, your kids included, always here, show up first to help out. Helena included. I don't know if she's here tonight. She's always the first one to do trophy cards every week. So, guys, please, one more time, everything left in the tank for Scouting America. Let's hear it for them, guys. Thanks, Alice, for everything. Well, what do we think? We got two-time Olympian, Huffy veteran pro Nick Long lining up. We got Mira Rogers a few spots down from Nick. Anything's possible in a pump race. We've learned that. So what do you think, guys? Should we get this show on the road or what? Guys, you got the captain, Nick Long, in the house. Should we get this show on the road or what? Pump race pro-am coming up. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, 13 and under pump race Pro-Am. Oh, we're sitting 8 wide up there. Let's introduce you to the players up there. We're starting out first on the 7 bike, doing it for the Mangler squad. Rocket Raymond Stewart. Yep, next doing it for the Fly Zone crew in your 36 bike, the Viper himself, Mr. Parker Williams. Get it done in the 14 bike, doing it for Kegel's Bike Shop, the Hunter Tarrant James. Doing it for the Boosted BMX crew in your 22 bike, Mr. Liam Nayland. Also for the Fly Zone crew, getting it done in the 8 bike, Drexel Michelson. Doing it on the 75 bike, also for the Fly Zone crew, Mr. Hawk Carter Lane. And your 13 bike, doing it for Rogers Sisters Racing, Mira Rogers. And last but not least, 2-time Olympian, veteran pro, and BMX absolute legend, the captain himself, Nick Long. Gate is up, pump race Pro-Am, no pedals allowed. I got cash money going out to the winner. Here we go. Oh, gate comes crashing down. Let's see, Rogers and the captain. Oh, let's see who's got the push down the first straight here. Oh, the captain got bumped off the track, but he recovered. Oh, yeah, coming onto that first straightaway, that's got to be the captain, Nick Long, out front right now, coming down that 2 straightaway. Oh, yeah, we look like fireflies out there. I see Fly Zone colors in the 2 and the 3, 36 bike on the inside. That's Parker. Oh, no! Nick Long is off the track. Oh, let's see if he can catch back up. Oh, Nick Long's off the track. Oh, who's out front right now? 36 bike of Parker Williams. Coming down that back straightaway. Cash money going to the winner, the 36 bike, Parker Williams. Yeah, buddy. Whoo. Well, the battle's still on. The battle's still on. Rogers and Long. Rogers with the push. Rogers got him at the line. Got him at the line. No camera call. All 3 scorers up here agreed on that decision. The stretch at the line, they got him. Nice job, Mira. Oh, yeah, we're not done yet. 14 and over. We're going to give the captain a second to recover from that brutal one-on-one drag race with Mira Rogers down that back straightaway. He's going to need just a second to recover. Rockford, you guys have a good time with us tonight on a Friday night under the lights with the captain in the house. Man, thanks as always for coming out, supporting all these special events we do. Very non-typical thing on a Friday night for us. But we wanted to do something fun for everybody, having the captain in the house. And, of course, he got behind it and supported it because that's what he does. So thanks, guys, for coming out and hanging out with us. We'll get that 14 and over locked and loaded up there. Are we going to do that last? Okay. So 14 and over, we're going to run that last at the end of the night, guys. Mira Rogers gave the captain a run. He needs a second to recover after that one. Hey guys, Pump Race Pro-Am riders in that first group, bring your trophy cards back down to the finish line. You weren't supposed to get those. You got to have a couple bugs, you got to have a couple bugs. Pump Race Pro-Am riders, bring your trophy cards back down to the tower. And the Viper, Parker Williams, come down and get that cash. Mom's waiting for pizza tonight. Yeah, buddy. Oh, okay. Got a new seat going. Parker, come down to the tower when you're done, buddy. I got I got some cash for you. How about the Viper Parker Williams taking the win out there in the Pump Race Pro-Am, 13 and under? He's pretty fired up about it. You going to take Mom to dinner? Spa day tomorrow, maybe? Oh, he's going to buy new handlebars. Okay, that's how it is. Ma doesn't need a spa day. I'm going to get new handlebars, he says. Parker, congratulations, buddy. Cash money going to you. Nice job. Nice work, buddy. All right, so again, stick around, guys. After the mains, we're going to run that 14 and over class last. It was. I saw it too. Yeah, it was great. Just first place. Just first. Yeah, sorry, buddy. Yeah, again, just the first place rider going home with some cash. Half the money going to the rider, the winner. Half the money going to Scouting America. Thanks again, everybody, for participating and helping out the Scouts. I've said it a million times, and I'll always repeat it, guys. The Scouting program, you want to check that out. If you got some kids at home, get them involved in Scouts. I think every kid should be involved with that program. Excellent service they do. Hey, everybody check your keys. We've got a lost house key up in registration if somebody lost their house key.
That's the key to my heart, too.
Nelson, maybe that is the key to your heart. Could be. It's shaped like a ukulele. It's one of those Ace Hardware keys. The key to Nelson Brown's heart, yep, laser carved like a ukulele.
No, the lady sitting up here has got the key to my heart.
Oh, Nelson. Nelson Brown, you devil. And also, it's Mickey Mouse ears. He's got a Mickey Mouse ears key. It's not a ukulele. All right, main event time. We got Moto 1 locked and loaded up there. 6 and under local open. Here we go. Yeah, gate comes crashing down. We're pedaling now. Coming down that first straightaway. Yeah, prime time's got a couple low points. This one should seal the deal in the win. Guys, if you saw the captain's ride he's got going on today, man, make sure to check out those new Huffy bikes. Huffy's website is live. You can check out that new Carbon Huffy that just dropped. Check that out online, guys, and check out Nick's bike before he leaves, too. Huffy Bikes, full line of entry-level bikes, I believe, are in stock now with Huffy. So if you need any more info about that, talk to the captain while he's here tonight. Yeah, come down that 3 straightaway. Prime time. Embry's got it going on. Coming down the back straight this way to the tower, looking for a win here. We finally got the lights on for an under-the-lights race. Yeah, buddy, prime time coming on through for the win. It's got to be the 117 bike. Nitro Newton taking the 2 and Carson Crocker with a 3. He's always got some kind of celebratory gesture at the line. 9-10 local open out there, Moto 2. Gustafson, Teague, and Dempsey. Yeah, coming on that back straightaway. That's got to be textbook Teague 13 bike coming on through. Not a total points race. They all qualified to be here. So Teague will get the win out there. 86 bike of Gustafson will take a 2. A.J. Dempsey take a 3 out there out of Moto 2. Moto 3, 13-14 local open. Nayland, Lane, Nelson, Whitaker, and Stewart. Good battle going on up front right now with Nayland and Stewart 1 and 2 as we head down into that final turn. The Rocket Ray going high, going low. Coming down that back straightaway. Nayland out front right now. Rocket Ray going to try to squeeze on by the 7 bike. Oh, Rocket Ray, I think he got him. Looked like he got him to me. What do you guys think? Rocket Ray taking the win. Stretching at the line. It looked like he got it to me. I didn't see him out there. Nope. So trophy cards, Rocket Ray got the win on the 7 bike. Nice job, Ray. 11-12, Girls Cruiser out there, Moto 4. Geiger Tingham, the Star, Sunflower, sending some love back home to Mom. One-way style, coming on that back straightaway. Geiger Tingham's going to get the win. She's fired up about it, too. 2 bike taking the 2. Sunflower, the Star taking the 3. She is fired up about that win. Yeah, buddy. 41-45 women's cruiser Moto 5. Should have O'Malley, Melton, Whitby. O'Malley's got a couple low points. Yeah, East Moline representing, coming down that 3 straightaway and into the final turn. Well, now we got a house key and a car key. So if you lost your house and or car key, O'Malley coming on through. She's going to get the win here. East Moline style in the 41-45 cruiser class. Melton will get a 2. Whitby will take a 3 out there in Moto 5. Yeah, guys, we got a house key and a car key lost up in registration. So check your pocket, see if that's yours. They're holding on to him at registration. Bunge's got his own pump race going on there. 15 cruiser coming on back this way. Let's see if he cases his table this time. Okay, about time. Bunge coming on through. He's going to get the win out there. Looks like the 8 bike of Michelson will take a 2. And the 16 of Williams will take the overall 3. So trophy cards, 14 bike getting the win, 8 bike taking the 2, 16 bike getting the 3 out there. Yeah, turning the page, Moto 7 out there, 51-55 cruiser. Andrews coming on back this way. The Mangler taking the win. The Mini Mangler taking the 2. That's got to be Bertram Jr. on that 2 bike, taking a 3 out of Moto 7. 6 novice out there, Moto number 8, Scuduto, Anderson, and Reagan. Scuduto sitting on 2 low points. Jude the Dude says, I'm going to make you earn it out there. Coming on that first straightaway. Oh, Scuduto, she's got the whole shot going on, coming on that 2 straight. Keggles Bike Shop style on the top spot. Halloway, Scuduto. I'm telling you guys one more time, if you ever wanted to see 1,000% effort on a bicycle, it's right there in the top spot. Scuduto. Charging hard down that 3 straightaway into the final turn. Yeah, Scuduto looking for the win here in 6 novice. In and out of that final turn we go, opening up that lead. Check out Halloway, Scuduto out there, Keggles Bike Shop style. Oh, yeah, Rockford, can you do me a favor? Let's make a little noise for Halloway, Scuduto. Yeah, Halloway, nice job. Excellent work out there. Yeah, 7 novice, Moto 9 on the track right now. Green, Noble, Green, and Hilliard coming down that 3 straightaway. Let's see what's going on. I think it's a 245 bike out there. Joshua Hilliard. Oh, Rockford. Hold on to it. Rockford, let's make some noise, completing his 10th win. The 245, Joshua Hilliard. Welcome to intermediate, buddy. Nice work out there. Let them know in registration so we can do your certificate on Sunday. Great job. 9 novice, Moto 10, King, Crane, Lovett, Crocker, heading down that 3 straightaway. Yeah, that's got to be Caliana King. Jake sending his second flyover of the night. Here come the geese. Look out, Nayland. Second flyover of the night. Great job, guys. Flying V style. Yeah, that's got to be King. 43 bike coming on through. She's going to get the win out there. 52 bike of Crocker with a podium 2 and the 227. Luther Lovett, the podium 3 out of Moto number 10. Main Moto number 11 novice out there. Westcott, Kiltz, and Crane. Around that 2 turn we go. That's got to be Michaela Kiltz out there. 68 bike on the top spot as we head down that 3 straightaway. Yeah, it's all the 68. She's got company coming here in the 2 spot. Twisted style. In and out of that final turn and down the back straightaway, Michaela Kiltz, 68 bike. Coming on back this way. Kiltz is in there. Big win at 11 novice for Kiltz. That's got to be the 718 bike taking the 2. That's Crash to Cash, Westcott. And Kenzie Crane will take a 3 out there on a Moto 11. 12 on the track right now, 13 novice. Should have Huntley, Heradic. Hell yeah, guys, stick around. Pump Race Pro-Am for the 14 and over class. We're going to see the Major, OD, and the Captain Nick Long take on 5 more riders lined up 8 wide for that main event. Hell yeah. Coming down that back straightaway, Huntley coming on through. Going to take the win out there. 13 novice, Ruby Radical take a 2 out of Moto 12. Main Moto 13, 17, 20 novice, Newton, Driscoll, and Lucci. Yeah, it's got to be the 176 bike out there. Matt Newton coming down that 3 straightaway. Fly zone style. Newton on the top spot. Coming down into that final turn. Yeah, Newton. Fly zone representing as we come down that back straightaway. Newton on the top spot. Driscoll and Lucci, 2 and 3 as we come back this way. Newton Ryder trying to take the win. 265. Oh, Newton holds on to it. Lucci's going to get a 2 out there. Driscoll a 3. So Matt Newton holding on to the win by an eyelash out there. 36-40 novice 14. Yeah, Wormuth Beard. Woodby out there. Heading down that 3 straight away. Oh, that's got to be Beard out front right now. Woodby trying to ramp things up down that back straightaway. Whitby's got a couple low points, sitting on 9 wins, Rockford. Kegel's Bike Shop, where are you at? Completing the 10th and final win. Stephanie Whitby, welcome to Intermediate. Man, the stretch at the finish line. Nice job, Steph Whitby turning Intermediate tonight. 2 riders turning inter tonight. Yeah, buddy. Steph turns inner, and Mike still can't get on his bike. Jeez. You know? 6 inner coming back this way. Main Moto 15, Crocker, Newton, Mack, and Embry. Prime time doing what he does, taking the win. 117 out there, Nitro. Newton taking the 2 and the 132 bike. It's got to be Carson Crocker on the podium 3. Yeah, turning the page out there. Main Moto 16. That's got to be 7 inner. Smith, Mack, Tingham. Coming down that 3 straight away. Yeah, it's got to be Midwest Militia colors out there. Cash Money style, 120 bike. Yeah, 120. You know who it is. Cash Money. He's going to bring it on through for the win out there. It's got to be the 37 bike. The dude, Connor Mack. Slicing and dicing. Bryson Smith out there with a 3 out of Moto 16. Main Moto 17 out there, 8 intermediate. Yeah, Patrick the 3rd, Newton, Wynn, Bross. And racing his first intermediate race out there, Kavari Lee in the top spot, y'all. Coming on that 3 straight away into the final turn. Oh, Lee moving low. Where's Coach Mark at? Man, Mark Kavari just turned inner. Look at it. Win number 1 in the first intermediate race out there. Kavari Lee, 623. Saucy Brossy Jr. taking the 2. How about that? That's a BMX Racing League rider from this summer. Just turned intermediate, just won their first intermediate race. Nice job, Kavari. Excellent work. 9 inner, 18 out there more. Dempsey, Michelson. Hell yeah, it's got to be A.J. Dempsey in the top spot. Man, I love this guy. He's always coming down here to the tower and saying hi to me. Dempsey coming back this way. Dempsey charging hard. He's got company coming in the 2 spot. Across the line. Big win for Dempsey. 13 bike of Michelson will take the 2, and the 95 bike of Chucky Moore will take the 3 out there on a Moto 18. Main Moto 19, 10 intermediates on the track right now. James, Barnes, Zimmerman, Gustafson, and the Raven. Simmons. That's got to be the Hunter Tarn. James out front right now on your 14 bike. James, he's got it going on. Kegel's Bike Shop style as we head down that 3rd straightaway. James on the move here. Moving on into that final turn. Yeah, James, he's got it going on. Coming down that back straightaway, looking for the big win here on the 14 bike and 10 inner. Yeah, coming on back, it's got to be Tarn James taking home the win out there. 86 bike, Gustafson with a 2, and then Maven the Raven on the podium 3. 11 inner, 20 out there, Whitaker, Teague, and Kadia. Yeah, you got textbook Teague out there. You got the Italian stallion, Peyton Kadia. And we got to get Corbin Whitaker a nickname out there. Yeah, textbook Teague. Around that 2 turn we go. He's got the lead going on there, boosted BMX style. Maddie Nalen, you know what I'm looking forward to first thing tomorrow morning? Cup of Joe and my boosted coffee cup. That's my favorite coffee cup in the counter, in the cupboard. Yeah, Teague coming on through. 13 bike with a big win here. Whitaker's going to get a 2. Kadia's going to get a 3 out there out of Main Moto 20. Main Moto 21, 14 inner out there. Nelson Hayward, Zimmerman, Sassy Pants Swain on the move. It's got to be Zimmerman out front right now. Kegel's Bike Shop colors in the top spot. Man, the team manager getting the win fired everybody up on the Kegel's crew tonight. Yeah, it's got to be Zimmerman coming on back this way in the 115. He's going to pick up the win here. Kegel's Bike Shop style. Sassy Pants Swain on the 2. And the B bike, Avery Nelson on the 3 out of Moto 21. Main Moto 22 out there, 17-20er. Phelps, Roby, Scaduto, Russell, Fennessy. Yeah, 134 bike. Around that 2 turn we go. Midwest Militia colors out front right now. It's got to be Roby in the 2 spot coming on that 3 straightaway into the final turn. Third place rider chomping at the bit in the 3 spot. I think that's Carmelo Phelps, a 134 bike. Yeah, it's got to be Carmelo Phelps taking the win out there. Roby with a 2. Speed Queen Scaduto with a 3. All right, we got no Arrington out there. So we got Galida and Kilt's one-on-one battle out there right now. So Kilt's Galida, trophy cards, what you see is what you'll get. So we head down that back straightaway. Win going to the 679 bike. Michael Kilt's, he'll get it done out there in 2635 inner. 24 on the track right now, 51.55 inner. Should have Varnes, Melton, Bertram Jr., and Pulaski. Yeah, it's got to be Bertram Jr. out front right now, coming on that 2 straightaway. 7 bike on the move, Bertram Jr. So we head down that 3 straightaway and into the final turn. I think that's the Candyman out there, 87 bike in the 2 spot. Yeah, moving on to that final turn. Yeah, again, shout out to Scouting America in the house tonight. As always, thanks everything for the Scouts and what you guys do. Not only out here at the Rockford BMX, but our local community as well, all the families and kids out there. Great program, guys. Check them out online if you have not. If you want to get involved, it's really, really easy. Just got to start a conversation, as easy as that. So Scouting America, check them out online, Facebook page. Scouting America Black Hawk Area Council is the Facebook page. So check them out, guys. Another pump race going on out here. More pump races tonight than I've seen all year. 12 Expert, 25 on the track right now. The Viper has got the low point. I thought that all that cash would slow him down a little bit. Not the case. Coming on through, he's going to get the win out there. Looks like Zayden Williams, 68 bike. Oh, here comes Zayden. Here comes Zayden, pumping right on through with the 2. Wildman is so bummed right now. He's going to get a 3 out there. 13 Expert, 26 Stewart, Hernandez, Nayland. Coming down that 3 straight away into the final turn. Got a good battle going on. Oh, Rocket Ray riding the white line. Got it back, though. Coming down that back straightaway. Rocket Ray with a recovery. Cross the line to the stripe just like that with the win. Man. It's got to be Hernandez with a 2, Nayland with a 3 out there. Nayland with a tire grab on top of it. Nice stuff. 15 Expert of the track right now, 27 Doll, Gray, Beard. Guys, stick around, don't go anywhere. Pump Race Pro-Am main event for 14 and over coming up here in just a second. Yeah, coming on that back straightaway, not a total points race. All 3 of these riders qualified to be here. 2 bike taking the win, 1 bike of Beard, 39 bike of LC, D1 Gray. 17-20 Expert out there, 28 Doll, Arrington, and Moore. So Dahl's got a couple low points out there. Arrington and Moore are tied up 5 points each. So Dahl out there, Dahl in the 2 spot, moves back into the 1 spot. It's got to be Arrington out there in the 2. Moore moves back to 3 as we head down that back straightaway. That's how it's going to go, folks. 4 bike of Dahl's going to get the win. Arrington's going to get a 2 and Moore a 3 out there out of Main Moto 28. Main Moto 29, 41-45 Expert, Fennessy, Zimmerman, Foster. Foster's got a couple low points. Zimmerman's got a couple 2s. Zimmerman trying to get Foster 1 lap out there. Fennessy back there in the 3 spot as we head down that 3 straightaway. It's got to be Foster trying to hold on to that win here. This one should do it. He's got a couple low points. Coming on back this way. Foster's going to get the win. Fennessy's going to get a 3. Zimmerman a 2 out there. And you know what? We'll give Caleb Dahl just a second here. I know he just got off the track. So, yeah, guys. Pump Race Pro-Am 14 and over. The captain's ready to go now. He says, run it. Drop it, Nelson. Drop it. He's been out here working all afternoon, man. Drop it. Oh, yeah, guys, we got OD coming up. We got the major, Marshall Gerke coming up. Should have Russell, Suter, Roby, Dahl, and Henderson. Yeah, winner's going home with some cash money. We'll give them a second here to get lined up. We'll introduce you to them. And Pump Race Pro-Am, main event time, 14 and over. Yeah, Rockford, we're not done quite yet. Let's get some more riders down there in the infield, guys. Come on down here to the starting hill. We're not done quite yet. The captain came a long way for this one. Let's line it up down here, riders. Come on down to the infield. Line it up. Well, yeah, 14 and over pump race Pro-Am with a captain. 8 wide lined up. Let's introduce you to the players. Starting out first, get it done to your 2-bike. Let's make some noise for Mr. Caleb Dahl. Doing it for the Twisted Racing crew on your 28 bike. Life Scout herself, Gianna Roby. Yeah, doing it for the Boosted crew on your 15 bike, the Cyclone, Wesley Suter. Also for the Twisted crew, get it done to your 67 bike, Mr. Colin Russell. Doing it for the one-way crew on your 3 bike, sending home some love to Mom, Mr. Milan Henderson. Doing it on the 815 bike, local Rockford native himself. Let's make some noise for OD, Elijah Davis. Doing it on your 594 factory hyper ride in the house tonight. You know this guy, the Major, Marshall Gerke. And last but not least, everything you guys got left in the tank. Doing it for the Huffy crew, your veteran pro rider in the house tonight. Let's make some noise for the captain, Nick Long. Gates up, 14 and over pump race Pro-Am. Winner going home with a cash. Here we go. Oh, yeah, gate comes crashing down. Let's see who's got a good look at it. I see Gerke on the inside. Oh, Gerke's got the helium and the tires tonight. Oh, OD out front right now. Gerke jumps out front in a hurry. The captain out there in the 3 spot looking at the podium in the 3 right now. It's Gerke. Coming down that 2 straightaway around the tower turn we go. OD's got a good battle going on with the captain out there. 2 and 3. Rockford, where you guys at? Make some noise for that back straightaway. Gerke moving down that back straightaway. Here comes the captain. OD and the captain running 2 and 3 all the way back to the stripe. OD taking the 2. The captain on the podium with a 3. Rockford, one more time. Let's make some noise for everybody tonight participating in our pump race Pro-Am. Keep that noise going for Scouting America and the captain, Nick Long. Thanks, guys. Marshall Gerke could buy a lot of pizzas with his cash. I'm just saying. I don't know what he's going to do with it. He could buy a lot of pizzas with his cash.